and we're back with another video. Today we're in Ultra League and we're going to be having a look at Shadow Machamp using counter Rock Slide Cross Chop, pretty standard moveset there. Going to pair him up with old Alolan Muck, who Mr. Fix-It, very versatile, running it with Snarl, Dark Pulse and Sludge Wave. And in the back we're going to have Snorlax, and he's going to be running Lick, Superpower, Body Slam. And I'd just like to take a minute here to thank Chipsy from Hobart Discord for once again submitting some battles to us. Let's see how he goes with this team. It looks like it's going to be very versatile for him, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, into the first game. Swampert lead, not ideal. Outpaces the Machamp, bit of staggering there, and he somehow managed to catch the move even with that lag and staggering. That's pretty crazy. But he's got some energy on the Machamp, which is great for late game, and he's the opponent's sticking in here, and this looks like it's going to be another Hydro Cannon running through, so he'll be able to get a Body Slam off now. Let's see what the opponent decides to do. Body Slam won't KO, and they'll probably get to another Hydro. Wonder if Gypsy's going to be... He might shield... No, he's letting this go, so... He'll be able to come back in with the Machamp here. It's not a bad situation at all. Oh no, he's throwing straight away. Could have got a little bit of energy there. But throwing straight away, getting rid of that Swampert. They're always dangerous, those damn things. And now we're sort of back to square one apiece. And he's got Machamp in. Dragonite. Not ideal, but as we know, Rock Slide will... Oh, he's done a perfect swap on the Dragon Claw again there. And the Muck's going to take the damage here. Dark Pulse will chip away at Dragonite. Once again, the opponent's deciding to stay in, so maybe weak to Muck in the back, not sure, but Machamp with 2 shields, Machamp with 1 shield, should be able to muscle through pretty much anything in the back here, but we'll just see what happens. Looking to farm down, and does, so not a bad situation here. Oh, it's Typhlosion in the back. Well, he's going to get to 2 moves here. Now, it's going to be really hard for that Typhlosion to actually farm the Muck all the way down here, because it's resisting the Shadow Claws. So he's going to have to throw, which is really good, and he does now. This is a perfect situation for Chipsy. He might even just be able to counter all the way down with the Shadow Machamp here. He's throwing the move, and he will get to another cross chop after this, so he'll win regardless. But yeah, looking at the health there, he could just farm down the whole way. But he's throwing... And he's even going for the Rock Slide flex there. So really good game one, and keeps a shield for another game too. Alright, into the next match here. Once again, we're sort of seeing the power of Shadow Machamp. It can sort of get through any... For Alligator, well, that's a bit of spice there. Let's see what the opponent decides to do here. It looks like it's running Ice Fang, so gets to its moves reasonably quickly, but obviously does a little bit more damage. Probably a bit of a better moveset for Open Ultra, actually, against Giratina. But anyway, this should be a Hydro Cannon. Shields that up, but as you can see, he's getting to his moves a lot faster. Gets to another cross chop here. He might be able to shield and counter down if he wants to. Oh, perfect swap by the opponent there, and he's flexing the shiny Machamp, which hits harder than the Shadow Room has. Anyway, he gets a last minute cross chop off and actually KOs it, which is amazing. So he's got switch here, he's got control of things. That for Alligator's sort of only got a third of its health left. He's going to lick down here. I reckon he will just cop this Hydro Cannon and lick all the way down. And that leaves him in a really good spot going into the last matchup. Yep, he's going to try and lick all the way down. Cops a Hydro here. He will survive this, so he's probably better off just letting this go and then just licking down, and then Muck in the back here. This will be perfect. Superpower here, and that will mean the Muck doesn't get too much farm, and he's got a shield left, and he's got his own Muck. So it's a bit of an interesting situation here, because Sludge Wave and Dark Pulse are both resisted, so it's kind of like a bit of a Cresselia mirror here. Not quite as bad, obviously, but they're just throwing moves at each other that are resisted, so it's going to take a little bit of time. Chipsy's opting to go for the less energy move. Probably should really be going for the Sludge Wave. It does have slightly better DPE, so given that the opponent doesn't have shields, he should probably be going for that move. This will be another Dark Pulse, perhaps. Yep, that's come through. He's let that one go. And they've got to another move here. He's going to shield. He then should be able to Dark Pulse and then Snarl down. Fingers crossed. Oh, no, I don't think he's going to be able to do that. He's going to get hit. Oh, they've both swapped at the same time there to try and catch moves, but they've both messed it up, but it's worked really well for Gypsy. He's going to get the body slam away here, and that'll be the end of that. So, well played again, another solid win for him there. And once again, he's brought Pokegenie along, but don't need Pokegenie to see this as an absolutely monster lead he's got here. And the opponent's not switching out, which is a little bit crazy. He'll get to a Rock Slide here, and what's he going to do? He gets a little bit of extra energy, but he really needs to throw this Rock Slide, get the shield, and dip out now. Probably just go into Snorlax at this stage and just cop whatever the Charizard throws at him. Blast Burn will hurt a fair bit, but a Body Slam from Snorlax is going to do a lot of damage here too. So he's shielded the Blast Burn, so he's read that one correctly, and he can hit the Body Slam now and probably lick down after that. This should just be a Dragon Claw. We'll see what this one is. It did farm a fair bit of energy, so we'll just wait and see. No, another Blast Burn. So yeah, you can see it does do a significant chunk there. He's going to get this Body Slam away, and he might even be able to lick down after that. So he will retain Switch, which is super important that he does here. But yeah, he'll lick down before it gets to a Dragon Claw. That's ideal. Not too much for the Empoleon to farm. And he should be able to get to a Superpower here, which would nearly one-shot an Empoleon. So it's perfectly played, and he's perfectly set up here to take the last shield. The opposition player knows the Machamp's coming back in, so they really need to save their shield. So this is going to almost one-hit KO, and it does. And Gypsy's staying in, and probably should have swapped out at that stage, because now he's kind of in a bit of an interesting spot here where the Empoleon's got energy, more energy than they would have had before. But he's going to soak it up with the Muck here, and look to Snarl down. They've hit the Drill Peck there. Probably should have gone with the Hydro Cannon. I think that does a bit more damage. And they've brought a Swampert in. Now, Swampert is a little bit tricky, but he's got Toon on. He should be able to manage this. I would just be throwing those Dark Pulses. He should get the shield with at least one of them. Gets it there. Now, if he can get to another Dark Pulse and not shield, that's ideal in this circumstance. Okay, so it doesn't quite get there. Will Hydro Cannon KO? He might just survive this, and if he does and gets that Dark Pulse away, he's in perfect shape. Yep. So he should throw the Dark Pulse here and then go straight into Machamp, and one cross chop will do it, and he's got a shield, so he should be able to do that pretty comfortably. Yep, straight in. He should. Yep, they're thrown. But as you can see, even just one or two counters there has got the Swampert down in perfect cross-chop range. So he'll shield here, get to the cross-chop, and we're done and dusted. So once again, he's doing really well to protect the Machamp, so he doesn't have to use his shields on the Machamp until late game. And he's also keeping shield advantage in a lot of cases, or at least keeping even shields, which is really important when you've got a fragile Mon that can do a lot of damage like Machamp. Alright, next game. Well, he's getting all the great leads here. This is another big one. They've swapped straight into Swampert. He's decided to go with the cross chop here just to soften it up. Not a bad play, as long as he can get out into his Snorlax before it throws. And he does. Perfect timing. And, well, should be able to lick down if he wants, or put pressure on and get that Body Slam away. He's probably going to get hit with at least one more Hydro here. But yeah, he'll win this comfortably and maintain Switch, which is the most important thing right now. So let's see what they decide to do. He gets a little bit of extra energy and throws just before they get the Hydro, which is well played. Now, can he get a move away here? Oh, they've brought in Venusaur. Okay, so now he knows their full team. He should be able to, and they're probably concerned about him getting to a superpower and them having to shield on the Magnezone. So reasonably well played, but he's going to get to another Body Slam here. Snorlax is just an absolute sleepy little tank. And yeah, gets a shield there too. So he's in great shape here. And he can bring the Muck in now, and Muck resists all Venusaur's moves. That poison typing is perfect against a Venusaur. So it resists the grass and the poison moves. And he swapped there, realising the trouble he's in, and Chipsy's onto it. Nice quick swap on the other end. He's going to shield just to be sure. Should be Mirror Shot, and it is. Now, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will just be another Mirror Shot. Is he going to let this go? He is, recognising it's a Mirror Shot. Counters down, and I reckon he'll try and get... No, he's just going to throw the cross drop here. The Venusaur doesn't have a lot of play here. It really just has to try and farm this thing down. But it's putting pressure on with shields. Chipsy's decided to shield. Look, it's not going to matter either way here. The safer play might have been to go the other way, but he's going to get to the rock slide here, and that's going to be all she wrote again. And once again, keeping shields for Shadow Machamp in the back and letting it finish endgame. But yeah, another great lead. Okay, so a little bit more of a neutral lead here, but the Dark Pulses are resisted. Yeah, Snarl is a high energy move, but he's swapped on the move perfectly there into his own muck, and he knows that whatever this is, it's resisted, he's not going to shield. And the opposition players then brought in Swampert, which isn't a great situation to be in, but drawing that Swampert out and weakening it early like this, he's done this in a couple of games now, and it's pretty much ideal because he can get this down. I don't think he'll shield here, and he might even be able to get to another Dark Pulse, so that's perfect for him. Oh, no, they've decided to throw, which works as well because they're going to be energy dry. He goes into the next matchup and he can bring Machamp in, farm. Oh, he's only farmed one. He could have probably farmed maybe 2 more Mudshots there, but he's thrown the cross chop. They've shielded, and he's going straight again. Now, Chipsy's probably recognising here, okay, why are they shielding, double shielding? Well, he's probably recognising right now maybe they're weak to Machamp in the back. So I think what he's going to do here is get a little bit of energy on the Machamp and then dip, try and catch it on the Snorlax, and he does again. He's made some perfect swaps in this set. He's done really well. Even when there was lag, he's done well with the swaps. He'll be able to lick down. Venusaur comes in. Yeah, not quite what we were expecting, but yeah, Machamp should be able to deal with this with shield advantage. It's not ideal, but this Frenzy Plant won't quite KO, but it hits Snorlax pretty hard. It's a very good Community Day move, that one. Now, if he can get to the Body Slam here and just a bit more chip damage, that's what we need to do. And from here, it's basically just all over to Machamp. Probably would have dipped out. Maybe the switch timer wasn't up, but he's gone straight in with Machamp. It wins CMP. So all that energy on the Venusaur's gone to waste, and the Muck comes in and it's got no hope. It will get to the first move. They don't even decide to throw, and he's got the cross chop away. Once again, pretty much the same pattern. Machamp finishing with shields in the back. And yeah, Chipsy did a really great job of showing how strong it is, and if you're good on the swaps and can avoid using your shields early on Machamp by swapping into your other mon like Snorlax, who can take a few hits, then yeah, this team is pretty hard to stop, and Muck is a great safe swap. Thanks again for watching.